for our group project charter assignment, we decided to go with a project name and an idea called Lounge Rehab. And I'll get more into it in a moment. But the reason that we chose the Agile Project Charter template was because this template does serve as a roadmap and it outlines the scope, the objectives, and the deliverables. It ensures everyone on the team is working towards a common goal and purpose, and ensures all the members also understand the timeline, the budget, the output, and all the objectives of the project that we're doing together. It also allows for easier identification and mitigation of any risks and track progress against the goals for the project manager. So we went with a project name called Lounge Rehab, and our project champion is John Smith. He's an executive at ABC Incorporated. He's going to be helping our project managers generate overall organizational support and obtain corporate resources that we need for our project. He's also a member of the team. Again, he's in a higher level of management as an executive, and he ensures everyone is on board and on track to complete this project successfully. He will help us with expertise, resources, and moral support. Then we go on to our project sponsor, that is Alexis Rose. She's a senior manager at ABC Incorporated. And so she's a person who has overall accountability of our project. So in other words, she's going to be selling the project through the organization of ABC Incorporated to obtain that priority and make sure we get all the funding for this project. Then we have our project manager. He is Connor Steele, and he's going to be the one that will be initiating, executing, and completing our project. He is skilled in leadership, time management, effective communication, problem solving, and adaptability. He's going to really help the team identify the goals, the needs of the scope of the Lounge Rehab project, and ensure that all deliverables and materials are delivered promptly that we need for this project. And he will be the one that will ensure that Lounge Rehab is going to be completed from start to end and make sure everything is delivered on time and in budget and on schedule. And then we have our stakeholders. So these are people that with interest in the company and our project, and it primarily involves, investors, employers, customers, and suppliers, and they could be affected by the business. So we have our interior designer, we have Taylor Convey, we have our sponsor, who's ABC Incorporated, we have our project manager, Connor Steele, and then we also have our investor, which is IKEA, being a furniture, interior, design, and being involved in that kind of industry. That's what we want for our project. And then for our expected start date, we have January 1st, 2023. And then our expected completion date is going to be March 1st, 2023. So this will be a 2-month project.
The purpose and objective of this project is to do a full renovation of ABC Company's lunchroom. We will be making many changes to our existing lunchroom, such as changing floor plan, exchanging the old equipment with new ones, and adding sufficient space for employees to relax during their breaks and downtime. By changing the equipment, we will be more efficient in terms of being eco-friendly. By giving our employees a space where they can relax and have fun, we'll make them feel good about their jobs and be more productive in their day-to-day work. With this renovation, there will be multiple expected benefits that come from this into effect. But the main benefits that we will be focusing on is being more eco-friendly, also providing the employees a relaxed space so they can be more efficient with their day-to-day work and network and communicate with other employees in the office. We will be changing the lighting in the lunchroom area with eco-friendly light bulbs, and by doing so, it will have a reduced carbon impact on the environment. We will also be changing all appliances such as microwaves, fridges, freezers with environmentally friendly appliances that use less electricity to work and non-toxic material. Not only will these following changes help the environment, but will also help the company save money on the monthly electricity bill. We We will also be upgrading the power system so we can use more appliances at one time more efficiently. We will also be changing the design layout of the existing floor plan so we can use the more space more efficiently and add more furniture in the new space to increase the occupancy limit so more people can use the lunchroom at once. Aside from these great changes that this renovation will bring, another main reason this renovation is being conducted is to take care of our existing employees and future employees. We want to provide a space where the employees can go to during the breaks, lunchtime, or if they just want to relax. We'll be providing the employees with complimentary coffee, water, fruits, and snacks on occasion. And we will be adding some games for them to play if they just want to relax. The benefit that these changes brings is that it encourages the employees to be more interactive with each other aside of just work-related issues that are going on. And it also promotes positive communication with each other. You get to meet and network with people from different departments that you would not have normally spoken to before. Aside from that, by taking care of our employees and by giving them a space where they can relax and have fun, it will reduce their stress. And the outcome that this brings is that they'll be more efficient when they're doing their work on a day-to-day basis. So these are the objectives that we have for this and also the expected benefits.
Hi, my name is Uchunai Fechigude Valentine. I'm here to talk about the ABC's company's lunchroom renovation project, and I'll be covering the scope area and the milestones. Our scope in this project is to renovate the ABC's company's lunchroom area to accommodate more employees, that is creating more space for more seat out for people to have lunch in a more comfortable ambience. Part of this scope will be changing the floorings, appliances, and then seating area. And in doing all of these, complying with all safety regulations and standards is a must. The company's goal is to achieve this project while the company still runs their day-to-day business activities, which means this project must not and should not affect the day-to-day runnings of this project. The goals are to stay within the budget of this project, and also part of the goals is to complete the project in 2 months. Hereby, the project kicks off on the 1st of January 2023, and it must come to a due end date on the 1st of March 2023. And all appliances are requested to be replaced. All floorings are requested to be replaced. And the milestones of this project is to achieve this project within the time frame scheduled for all of these activities. And first of all, in getting the renovation permit approved, this must be done by the 1st of January 2023. Architectural and interior design must be approved by the 10th of January 2023. Tax schedule budget must be finalized with the customers by 20th of January 2023. Clearing of the sites to prepare for renovations, any clearing of all personal appliances or personal documents must all be removed to initiate renovation by 22nd of January 2023. Interior renovation, that is interior replacement, must be done by on the 10th of February 2023, and all electricals for the interior must be electricals for the interior renovation must be done by on the must be done by 15th of February 2023. Interior finishing must be completed by the 25th of February 2023. Lunchroom appliances must be installed, tested, and running by the 27th of February 2023. Site cleaning in preparation for use, cleaning and clearing of all flakes and dirties within the premises must be all cleared out by 30th February 2023. And then renovation completion certification should be received and should be handed over to the company by the 1st of January, by the 1st of March 2023. All of these appliances must be all set and working and of great standard. And then the project should be handed on the same day, which is the 1st of March 2023, to the customer, to ABC companies. Thank you very much. Bye.
Next, we have success metrics. Defining these metrics for a project is important because they help to improve project performance and ensure critical success factors are being fulfilled in order to achieve the project goal. First, we have stakeholder satisfaction. It is imperative stakeholders are satisfied throughout all steps of the project. Otherwise, no matter how much work is put into the project, it cannot be successful. Stakeholders will be frequently updated with progress notes on the construction process. We have productivity, and this takes a look at the relationship between inputs and outputs. That is, how much are we getting out of all the work being put into this project? In order to be successful, we want a higher number of units of output rather than units of input. Requirements performance, and this will measure how project results meet requirements. This is an important metric because it ties back into stakeholder satisfaction, and stakeholders can only be satisfied if all requirements are met and performing well. This is something that should be constantly measured throughout the project, so any missing or incomplete requirements can be added during project work. And then we have actual cost, and the actual cost simply indicates how much money is actually spent on a project rather than just an estimate. And this will be determined by adding up all expenses for the project over the timeline. The actual cost needs to be measured throughout the project to determine areas in which variance occurs from what was planned in the budget originally. This will help to determine which areas might need to save money to accommodate for tasks that end up going over budget. Then we have cost variance. Cost variance shows the difference between the planned budget and the actual cost of the project. It is calculated by subtracting the actual cost from the budgeted cost. If the cost variance is negative, the project is over budget, and if the cost variance is positive, the project is under budget. To be successful, we need to see a positive cost variance. Lastly, we have schedule variance, and this takes a look at if the project is running ahead or behind a planned schedule. It is calculated by subtracting the budgeted cost of work scheduled from the budgeted cost of work performed, aka the difference between work scheduled and work completed. We need to see a positive schedule variance in order to be successful and complete the project in a timely manner and thus ensure stakeholder satisfaction. And now we'll move on to the cost and resources. So for this renovation project, we have an estimated budget of around $65,000. This will include many different costs, and we will be organized more thoroughly on a different document. So one significant cost will be the cost of all the manual labor throughout the entire construction process. Another cost will be the flooring, and we will need to consider the cost of tearing up or removing the old flooring and then putting in the new flooring in that space. The team will also need to choose a cost-effective flooring in order to minimize cost of materials for this task. The appliance replacements will be costly because it is a project requirement for them to be energy efficient. However, this is something that will bring value to the organization and pay off in the long run in return on investment. Another cost is the materials for the extended seating space. Cost-effective materials should also be chosen in this task to try to prevent going over budget. Safety equipment will be a cost incurred because it is a project requirement that business runs as usual during the renovations. This means the organization has to have proper safety equipment in place to prevent any hazardous incidents. Lastly, part of the budget should be allocated to a contingency fund. It is very easy for things to go awry in projects, and having contingency plans and funds ensures that the project still remains in budget and that stakeholders are satisfied.